Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to talk about the TKNur situation, Becky, a girl from nowhere, the 4 Elements event, mishaps, Petek, Shellypando, Kaojane, and Miusic Girlfriend, Love X, and the criticism surrounding the show. There's a lot to cover, so let's get into it. So, what happened with TK and Nur is this. TK had an ex-boyfriend and Nur was being linked to one of her friends. Both of them released their own statements, and I already covered this in my last video. But things completely blew out of proportion. Since then, TK and Nur have addressed this situation 4 times. First, through their individual posts on X. Then TK posted on her Instagram channel, apologizing again. She said it really hurt her that fans who once loved her turned against her so quickly. She also added, "Regarding my personal issues, I've thought about this very carefully. As for the photos you're seeing right now, my friends and I chose not to hide anything because the truth is, we really are just friends hanging out in the same group. That's it." After this apology, several TikTok clips made their way to X, and one tweet went extremely viral. It said, "I'm sorry, I can't accept someone having a boyfriend and filming a GL drama." The person not only tagged TK, but when called out for their awful take, went on to say they wanted all their money back that they had invested in TK and Nur. After that, the company TKNur Entertainment released a long statement, and it was very well written. You rarely see companies release statements like that. I won't read it all here, but you can pause and read. Even after all that, the situation still didn't calm down. TK and Nur then went live together on TikTok and apologized for the 4th time in just 3 days for something that wasn't even a big issue to begin with. I felt really bad watching it because TK was crying and it was hard to watch. She said a lot during that live. I'll put the translations on screen and go through everything she said. She also addressed a specific video. I don't have that clip, but this is everything she explained during the live. First of all, I want to address the issue of the photos from the past. I want to clearly confirm that all the photos that have surfaced are simply images from my past. At present, we are good friends and we ended that relationship a long time ago. The second issue is about clothing and similar personal items. Within my group of friends, borrowing clothes and sharing outfits is completely normal. Recently, I also borrowed an outfit from another friend. It is very normal for us to lend clothes to one another in order to create content. We feel that if we already have items among ourselves, there is no need to buy new ones or rent outfits. That is why borrowing clothes from each other is something we regularly do. As for some personal items that look similar, such as rings, the ring I wear happens to look similar to those of other people. This is simply my personal taste. My mother bought it for me as a birthday gift because I like this style of ring. When people have similar tastes, it is natural that they may end up owning similar items. The third issue concerns the room angle shown in a video that was mentioned. That room is indeed my room. However, on that day, it was not only me and the person being mentioned, there were other friends present in the room as well. We had plans to go out to eat together, so we gathered at my place beforehand. The person mentioned asked for my permission before filming the video and I gave consent. As for the current relationship situation, I cannot cut any friends out of the group because everyone is kind and has always supported one another. Whether it is graduation day birthdays or important events, everyone involved has always come to show support. We are truly just good friends. The reason we ended the relationship a long time ago was because we realized that our perspectives did not align in that kind of relationship. We mutually decided to end it and remain good friends. I want to sincerely confirm that we are only good friends like siblings. We continue to support and care for each other. She expressed that she is open about life or any relationship in future, but currently focused on her work, and apologized if anyone felt disappointed, stated that she spoke with sincerity, and asked fans to focus on her present and the work she is fully committed to. Nur also spoke about her situation. She said they are just friends who sometimes make content together and there's nothing romantic going on. TK's situation was more serious than Nur's because of the videos and the so-called evidence that was circulating. But after seeing how many times they apologized and explained themselves, I and many other fans felt like they never had to go that far in the first place. You rarely see actresses doing this, going live, breaking down every single point and explaining their private lives in such detail. But they did it, and watching TK cry like that was really bad. This is my personal observation, but I think they apologized this much because they had their first live selling in China on January 11th. Most of these rumors came from the Chinese side. I remember in a previous video I mentioned Chinese fans being problematic and someone told me I was singling out a fan base and inciting hate towards them. But at this point, The evidence is right here. A lot of these videos and rumors, maybe around 50% of the time, come from Chinese platforms. And yes, it's also true that Chinese fans heavily support GL couples. They spend a lot of money. Just last week when Faye opened her salon, Chinese fans gifted her around 1.9 million baht. Faye herself has a massive fan base in China and she does fan meetings there throughout the year. For many couples and companies, Chinese fandoms are one of their biggest target audiences. That's not to say fans from other countries don't support them. They absolutely do. But the Chinese market is huge for both BL and GL, and it's a well-known fact. So they have to keep them happy, you know? That said, there is also a very entitled and toxic side. Not all Chinese fans, let me be clear, but a portion that is way too invested in actresses' personal lives. And that's what makes it impossible for these actresses to have any peace. Thankfully, things are calmer now. TKNur's live went well, fans showed up to support them, and there are a lot of fun and positive moments circulating from that live. I really hope we never see another actress crying and apologizing for her past ever again. This kind of behavior reminds me so much of K-pop, where idols have to write handwritten apology letters just for dating. We need to do better in 2026. Becky officially going to be a girl from nowhere. Yes, A Girl from Nowhere has been officially renewed and confirmed, but it's not season 3. It's a reset. And according to sources, Nanno will have a new face, and that face is Becky. Of course, reactions are mixed. Fans who have been waiting for season 3 are complaining that we're getting a reset before an actual continuation. First, there was backlash about Becky supposedly replacing Kitty as Nanno. People really didn't like that idea. But now that it's been announced as a reset, I honestly think this is a win-win situation for both Becky and fans of the show. No one is replacing anyone. Based on the official marketing and teasers posted on the series' Facebook and Instagram pages, the message is very clear. New girl, new body, new universe. But the Nanno inside is still the same. That tells us everything. This is an all-new setup, completely separate from seasons 1 and 2. The spirit of Nanno, the mysterious, karmic, truth-exposing entity, will still exist, even if the actress and universe change. There's still no confirmation from Netflix, but from everything we've seen so far, this is not a direct continuation or a traditional season 3. It's more like a reimagined version or a reboot set in a new universe. I totally understand why fans are attached to the original series. I am too. I love the original A Girl from Nowhere, but I'm also a Becky fan. So seeing her take on a psychological, dark character like this is so exciting, especially for GL fans. And to the haters already questioning her acting abilities, maybe wait for an actual teaser or trailer first. The premiere date is March 7, and they've already posted a backview teaser saying the face reveal will be on January 14th, this Wednesday. Let's be real, this is definitely Becky. Imagine if the face reveal happens and it's not her though. That would be insane. But yeah, I'm like 95% sure it's Becky, and I'm so excited to see her in the psycho role. Moving on, we had the 4 Elements unveiling event yesterday, and the official trailer for Earth series has finally been released. Now, I'm someone who doesn't read novels. I've tried, but I realized pretty quickly that it's just not for me. I don't like being spoiled, and I prefer watching the series fresh. That said, the production quality of this trailer is really good. There's so much happening, and I didn't expect it to be this intense. Under North Star Entertainment, this looks like it's going to be very similar to Poisonous Love, you know, that dramatic soap opera style that clearly caters to TV audiences. I'll definitely be watching this series. It's coming out on January 24. As for the event itself, reactions have been mixed. First, Patik spoke to the media, and at one point, she had tears in her eyes. She answered questions about Becky saying, "Regarding Becky's schedule, there are no issues at the moment. Becky has been very kind and has already shared her availability. Every schedule will be coordinated smoothly. She'll be returning to filming soon, and right now both Freen and Becky are in very high demand. We'll need to check if their schedules align and coordinate everything again with the rest of the cast." When reporters asked about her mental and physical health, she talked about how stressed she's been due to the pressure surrounding this event, along with her thyroid condition. When asked if this was the most difficult period of her life, she said, "Honestly, it was also related to my thyroid condition. Stress would build up without me realizing it. There was a time when I could live freely, just having fun and being myself, without constantly having to jump in and deal with comments and pressure." After this interview, many fans became more empathetic toward her. Some said we shouldn't criticize her so harshly, pointing out that she's essentially cleaning up the mess Idol Factory left behind. North Star only took over the project a couple of months ago, and they're trying to deliver this anthology series that could shape the future of GLs. However, some fans are still calling out the event due to organizational issues. Many felt that the money they paid wasn't worth the benefits they received. North Star did acknowledge their mistakes and released a statement addressing attendee complaints. They said the issues were due to a misunderstanding with Centerpoint staff who were responsible for that part of the operations. They also asked fans to send in suggestions so they could improve future events. Some fans wrote very long posts detailing everything that went wrong. Many didn't receive the benefits they paid for, which is absolutely not okay. If you're marketing and promising certain perks, fans should receive exactly what they paid for. Some said, company need to take responsibility for that. That said, overall, aside from the benefits issue, the event itself was good. There were performances, Q&A sessions with the couples, and the production quality of the event was solid. Of course, fans who attended in person have the best sense of the ground reality, and many of them said they didn't feel completely let down by the event despite the benefits issues. Moving on, we have Shelly and Pando talking about their new series last week.
น่าจะเป็น new project ที่เรากำลังเตรียมกันอยู่ค่ะใช่ก็จะประกาศเร็วๆนี้แล้วแหละ
ประกาศเร็วๆนี้คือจริงๆคันปากมากเลยนะอยากพูดมากทั้งวัน
หนึ่งเรื่องใหม่กำลังเร็วๆนี้แล้วค่ะ
โอ้โหฉีกยับ
ฉีกจากนอกจากฉีกจากเรื่องเราแล้วอ่ะมันฉีกจากในตลาดมากๆเลยอ่ะเพราะว่าค่ายเราชอบเลือกอะไรที่ challenge มาให้เรา
ใช่มันจะพลิกบทบาทจากบทบาทแรกที่ทุกคนเห็นของแบบทั้งสองตัวละครได้แบบทุกคนอาจจะแบบเฮ้ยเป็นไม่ได้หรออะไรอย่างเงี้ย
เรียกได้ว่าตัวละครมีมิติมากขึ้น
ของหนู challenge มากตรงที่เรื่องแรกค่ะจะมีความเป็นตัวเองสูงมากแต่เรื่องเนี้ยคือพลิกเลยไม่ใช่ความเป็นตัวเองเลยแม้กระทั่งแบบเรนจ์ของอายุอะไรอย่างเงี้ยก็ไม่ใช่สปอยแล้ว
ของพันดาวก็จะเป็นบทบาททุกบทบาทของตัวละครนี้เส้นเรื่องของตัวละครนี้ยากมากๆค่ะเป็นตัวละครที่เรียกว่าเป็นเส้นเรื่องของเขาเลยแล้วก็มาเจอคนนี้อะไรอย่างเงี้ยประมาณนี้แหละ
รู้แล้วก็ได้
สปอยที่นี่เยอะสุดเลยนะ
จะรู้แล้วก็ได้
สปอยที่นี่เยอะสุดเลยนะมีเบื้องหลังชีวิตเยอะมากอะไรอย่างเงี้ยน้ำตาไหลริน
ทั้งขมทั้งหวานทั้งเปรี้ยว
ก็อาจจะหวานเจี๊ยบมากขึ้นเพราะว่าอันนี้ก็คือจะแบบเป็นซีรีส์ที่แบบโฟกัสคู่ชลิพันดาวเลย
ใช่
จริงแพลนกำลังวางอยู่ค่ะแต่คิดว่าอยากจะมีไพลอตให้ได้ชม
ไตรมาสแรก
ในไตรมาสแรกค่ะแต่ว่าถ้าไม่ใช่ไตรมาสแรกก็ไตรมาสต่อไปก็รอหน่อยแต่พยายามอยู่
ปีนี้แหละจะเสิร์ฟให้ได้
We also have Miusic, who talked about her girlfriend during a live.
Do you have a boyfriend yet? I have a girlfriend. Who is your girlfriend? My girlfriend, she is not in that industry. She have her personal life, so I don't want to bring her in the light. I have to respect her personal space, so I don't want to mention her really well, but yeah, she's my girlfriend.
Lastly, Kao went live, and someone asked about a second series with Jane. Kao said she has 2 series scheduled to film this year, but not with Jane, so unfortunately it looks like we won't be getting their second series this year. However, you can watch Love Design on Netflix now. Yes, Netflix has officially started airing Love Design, and a new MV for the show has also been released. Honestly, we have so many shows coming out this year, there's plenty to look forward to, so don't feel sad about it. After like a palette finale, by the way, I just started Enjoy the Show and already ended. As I said before, Jane's character was being really annoying to me, and in last episode her character changed after 3 years time lapse and show ended. Well, WeTV already announced their next series yesterday. That's the name of the series Yesterday, starring Nana and Lalin, and it premieres on January 26th. WeTV wasn't lying when they said they are going to be the biggest hub for Thai GLs. Well, we also have Love X. This weekend we got 2 episodes. One of them was VIP, where Sunny went on dates. Spoiler alert, skip this part if you want. Sunny got to go on dates with both Namnung and Time. That said, there's no way the show isn't scripted to some extent. Like, why does everything revolve around Time, Namnung, Todd, and Sunny? I feel bad for the other contestants because they barely get any screen time. This is one of the main criticisms of the show. Another issue is the subtitles, which actually made Namnung look bad. If you've seen episode 9, you probably remember the scene where Namnung was on a date with Time and the subtitles said something like, "I'm better than Sunny." If you know Namnung, you know that is so unlike her. Why would she say something like that? Turns out, the subtitles were completely wrong. What she actually did, basically asking if he was missing Sunny. A lot of Thai fans have been correcting this and calling out the show for bad subtitles. Was this intentional? I don't know. But the subtitle was totally wrong, and I don't understand how they messed it up that badly. We also saw Joy and Sunny's conversation in Confession, and that made many fans feel really sad. It felt like the show deliberately wrote that scene to end the Joy-Sunny ship. It was set up in a way where Joy had to sit down and confess, even though it didn't feel like something she would naturally do. Now that we know Joy is a lesbian, since everyone's sexuality was revealed, I understand her position more. She felt like Sunny was more interested in Time, so she stepped back, probably already accepting that Sunny might choose Time in the end. And Joy's feelings was one-sided, and it hurt to watch. And then there's Todd, everyone's favorite. He's iconic. He dated a trans person in the past and was in a relationship with a man for 10 years. He doesn't seem interested in Mil or anyone else. He's clearly focused on Time. Time wants Sunny, and now we have no idea who Sunny's going to end up with. Sunny did say she likes women more than men, but at this point everything is so messy. I have no idea who's choosing whom in the end. The finale is on January 24, and watching this show on Fast Track was such a bad idea. Now I have to wait almost 2 weeks just to find out how everything ends. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.